Hey friends, welcome to day 4 of Spintronics Virtual Summer Camp. We have made it this far. If you are anything like me, you're probably feeling a little sore. So we're going to take it kind of easy today, but still make sure that our bodies are warm and ready for all of our classes. If you missed any classes or if you're in a different time zone and you're struggling to make the time that the class is, then you can always head on over to our website and purchase those classes so you can learn them on your own time. But anyway, guys, let's go ahead and get started. I'm so sorry I have a little helper here today. Let's hope she stays out of my way. Lay down. Alrighty. So let's start standing up. And let's just go ahead and take our shoulders up and around. Big, big circles. And take those shoulders forward. And take your head around in a big circle. And back the other way. And put your shoulders into it too. And back the other way. And center it off. And let's go ahead and let's roll it down to the bottom. And just hang it out here. You can grab your elbows, give yourself a big hug, and just hang it out. And roll it up. And let's go ahead and I hope you have a wall today. Let's go ahead and do a nice little wall stretch. So we're going to turn our chest to the wall. I think we did this earlier this week, but it still feels pretty good. And we are going to open up and stretch. I am not stretching nearly as far because I had a really rough practice last night and my body hurts, but still feels great. And back to the center. And let's try the other side. Good. And let's turn and face one end of our mat. And just hang it down to the ground. And give me a half lift wherever you need to plant your hands at. Take a deep breath in, and when you let out, collapse over those legs. Try to get a little bit lower. And one more time, give me a lift. Really try to arch that lower back. And exhale and lower down over those legs. And let's do a little bend here in our knees. Try to keep those hands planted on the ground. Just little squats, get those hamstrings warm. Alrighty, and let's take those hands and walk them out to our down dog. And walk through your feet here. And go ahead and see if you can get those heels to the ground for a nice calf stretch. And one more time, walk through them just a little bit. And try to pulse that chest to the ground just a little. Alrighty. Hi, Miss Helper. I need you to go lay down. Go. Maybe. We're not very good at listening when we're excited. Go. Go to your blankets. Go. Okay. Alrighty. She's definitely not going to stay. We're going to go to our knees. And let's pull it back into a child's pose. So try to get that forehead to the ground, rest your head on the ground, and just stretch out in front of you. Let everything relax. And go ahead and let's bring it up to a tabletop here. And let's do some cats and cows. And take that rib cage around in a circle and try to get our spine warmed up. And take it back the other way. And go ahead and sit on your knees or wherever is comfortable. And let's do a little wrist. I'm going to hold them to get them warmed, or hold my own hands. In the gym, we call this making a meatball sandwich. I think it's really silly and cute. And just kind of get them all warmed up. And fingertips towards you. Remember, it's a little bit more difficult if your hands are in front of you. It's a little bit of an easier stretch if you pull those hands to your side. And lift those palms, press those fingers into the ground. And fingers forward, little rocks. I know we've done this like every day, but these are my absolute favorite wrist stretches that I really feel like warms up everything around your wrists. And out, and little waddles like a penguin. And fingertips towards you. Keep on waddling like a penguin. Awesome. And tops of your hands, a nice counter stretch for all of the other stuff we just did. Counter stretches are super important for your body. Once you stretch something in one direction for long enough, those muscles can get a little sore. Stretch in the other direction. Let those muscles have a little bit of relief. Make everything feel better. Alrighty, let's take it to our pike. And I'm going to sit like this today, so I'll try to keep my back very, very flat. And let's do our points, our turn out, our flex, and our close. So ready, point, open, flex, and close again. Point, turn out, flex, and close, point, turn out, flex, close, point, turn out, flex, close. Let's try to reverse it the other way. So now we're going to flex and turn out, point and turn out, and then point and together. Ready, flex and out and point and close again. Flex, turn out, point, close. One more, flex, turn out, point, and close. And let's go ahead and just points and flexes right here. And point and flex the other. And switch. And switch. And switch. Good. And roll your ankles out. And the other way. Good. And let's go ahead and bend our knees. And we're going to lay back on our back. We're going to hug these knees into our chest. And we're going to get a little light arch in our lower back. You're going to feel a little pinch at the top of your thighs. And it's going to feel fantastic when you stretch all the way out. So lay back, hug those knees into your chest however far you can get them. And then try to arch your lower back. It doesn't really look like I'm doing a whole lot, but I can feel a little pinch right here. And the top of my leg, right around where my hip flexors are, I think. So keep grabbing, pulling, arching. Let's hold for just a little bit longer. And go ahead and stretch all the way out. And that feels really good right here now. Let's go ahead and hop one knee, pull the other leg up for a figure four. I'm going to reach between my legs and grab my thigh and try to pull that into my chest. And go ahead and drop that foot to the ground. Hit the other foot, cross your other ankle, and reach and pull that figure four in. And drop both of those feet to the ground. And let's go ahead and take it back to a plow. My plow isn't as good today, so if you need to grab those hands, pop your back, bend your knees, whatever for it makes your body feel good. And roll it back down and sit on up. Alrighty, let's go ahead and let's sit and do a little arm stretch. So go ahead, hug it out, alternating which arm goes on top. Try not to punch the wall behind you if you're really close like I am. And let's take one arm across our body. Roll out your wrist here. I know we already did all our wrist stuff, but never hurts to do some more. And take that elbow up and behind your head. Try to keep that head really upright. Try not to look down at your chest like this. And go ahead and take that other arm across. Roll out your wrist here if you need to. And take that elbow up and behind your head. Alrighty, we did this earlier in the week, but I think now is a good time to do it again. So we're going to hop into our butterfly. We are going to try to lead with our chin and flat back and down all the way to our feet. And then we're going to roll and contract all the way back. Think about pulling your chest back and your shoulders forward and together. So ready, and flat, and round, pull back, and up, and round, and again, up, and round it back, and up, round it back. And one more. Good. So now we're going to reverse that. So we're going to roll down to our toes and then flat back up. So down and up and contract and down and up. Two more, contract and up and down and up. Good. Let's go ahead and let's take and cross one leg over the other. Give ourselves a big hug right here. I love my little scrolling news banner at the bottom. I feel like I'm on the news. There's like flash flood warnings at the bottom or something. Beautiful. I love it. And go ahead and give me a little twisty twist. If this twist isn't enough for you, you can always take this back hand, reach around, and try to grab your belly button. And let's just back the other way. And switch foot is on top. Give yourself a big hug. And a big twist. And right here, you can go ahead and reach around for your belly button if you want to with this back hand. You don't have to, though. And twist the other direction. Good, alrighty. We're going to hop back into our tabletop for one more little thing that's going to kind of warm up our glutes, because I know that those are a problem area for some people. And then we're going to do a little bit more hip flexor stretching. So hop back into your tabletop for me. Go ahead and pick one leg. You're going to lift it, flex that foot, and just try to pulse it up to the sky. Try to pulse from your glute and try not to arch your back a lot when you do it. And straighten that whole leg and lift all the way up. And plant that foot. Let's switch to the other one. And let's flex that foot and try to pulse just from your glutes. And straighten that leg and pulse all the way up. And let's pull it back to one more child's pose. Let everything relax. go ahead and pull it forward to one pigeon. So foot to my opposite hip. My back knee is turning to the ground. I'm not trying to sit on the butt cheek of the foot in front. I'm really trying to get my back thigh to the ground like this. So if you catch yourself turning, you can tell because your knee will start turning out. But you really want to turn that to the ground and just try to sit up nice and tall right here. Your leg may not come all the way to the ground like mine does. Yours might be something more like this, and that is okay too. We are all at different places in our stretching journey. And go ahead and lay down over that leg. You put your elbows down. I'm going to scooch back. Or you can reach all the way out like this and try to lay as flat with that leg as you can. And sit up tall, and let's try to bend that back leg if you can. Just a good prep to warm up the quads, start getting you ready for an oversplit with the back leg. If you can reach around for that foot and pull it close to you. If you can't yet, you can just try to squeeze and lift. If this is super duper easy, I'm not going to do it today because my back kind of hurts. But you can I grab money on the outside of my foot and then pull that elbow up towards the audience and around for a little bit of a contortion stretch there. And let's go ahead and drop it and swing around to the other side. Plant that back foot. Remember, we are not trying to sit like this. You're trying to get on top of that back thigh. And keep that leg straight and long behind you. And let's sit up tall to begin with. Really trying to force that back thigh to the ground. And lay down, elbows or all the way to your forehead, up to you. And sit up nice and tall. Bend that back leg if you can. And reach around for it. I find it's a lot easier to grab the back leg with the same hand, but if you really want to switch and grab with the opposite hand, you're free to do that too. Alrighty, and that was a lot of hip rotation. So, hip flexor. So let's hop into a bent leg straddle. Tap those knees in and out, or you can just hold them together like this. And kind of neutralize those hips. The beast is awake again. Nope, just going back to bed. Alrighty, moving my yoga mat out from the wall. It keeps getting crunched up in there. And let's go ahead and let's sit in a straddle. And right here, let's go ahead and roll our hips around in a circle. I think we did this on one of the very first days, but you're trying to rotate from one sit bone to the front to the other sit bone and back. You will actually lift your hips up off the ground. This is not something that we normally do in a straddle, but we're doing it right now. And back the other way. And go ahead and center it off. And I don't want to do a whole lot because we just did a whole bunch of hip flexor, but let's just go ahead and reach on the center, however far you can get. If this is all you got, perfect. I am not getting nearly as far as normal. I think this is about my limit. And let's bring it in, legs straight in front of you. Pull one up here. So we're kind of in a, like in a passe, but this foot is tucked all the way up as far as I can get it on my thigh instead of just to my knee. And I'm just going to stretch down long over this leg. And let's go ahead and let's try to leave this leg long and just lay down over this knee if we can. Keep actively pressing your bottom into the ground. We don't want to lift our hip like that. And go ahead and pop it up. Switch which leg is long. And let's reach down over that leg. And I'm just pointing my toe and reaching. Oh, there we go. Sorry to say, I just realized that banner was in my way. I'm so sorry, friends. And let's go ahead and try to get our nose to our knee over here. I like to actually plant my hands and push myself back into the ground a little bit while I reach my head for my knee or reach my chest for my knee so that I don't start lifting like this. Awesome, awesome, friends. That is all I have for you today. I hope your day 4 is awesome and magical and you have such a good time. We have one more day of camp left tomorrow. I'm so excited. I will see you all here back at the same time. Remember, if you missed a class that you really wanted to take or you're just in the wrong time zone to be able to take it at any normal time, you can head over to our website and purchase those. I'm sure there's links to all of that in the comments on whatever platform you're watching on. And yeah, you can find Spintronics merch over there. You can find blog posts. You can find all of our videos on our YouTube and our TikTok and our Instagram. And yeah, it's absolutely fantastic. Thank you all so much for joining me. And I will see you back here again tomorrow. Bye, guys.